Here's part 6 of our interview with Steve Hackett. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music. Steve Hackett's brand new album is Surrender of Silence. Go to hackettsongs.com for information on it and the tour. He's doing a Seconds Out tour. Remember that famous live album from Genesis? Here's part 1 of our conversation with Steve Hackett. What about you personally as a musician? Do you look at, when I turn this age, or do you not even think about that?
Well, I am aware of age now. You know, when one gets older. You know, I'm 71 now, so I've been a professional musician for the past 50 years. Ever since I joined Genesis, it was 50 years ago. I met them, but I certainly don't do it for the money. I think I have this compulsion to want to do it. You know, that I have this talent. You know, there are times when I get frustrated. You know, there are times when my magic fingers won't do the things that I want them to do, and I've got to weather that. But somehow, you know, what is it? Wrestling with this thing. It's the beast that I daily do battle with. So I got to take it on, and I've got to get as much out of myself as I possibly can before, you know, the axe falls.
Esperanza. You end it all with this beautiful little ditty, this gorgeous little piece. Tell me about that.
I was going to develop that into a much longer thing. I thought if I do another acoustic album at some point, I've got an idea of this melody that I think's, you know, really beautiful, and I would develop it with strings and what have you. But then I thought, really, at the end of the album, I was worried that we ended up with the end of the world stuff, and I didn't think it was terribly hopeful. Somewhere in conversation with my wife Jo, we thought perhaps we could provide this symbol of hope. The word means hope, of course, in Spanish. And, she took a really beautiful picture when we were in Japan, mixing cultures here, of a garden which had a wonderful Buddha statue and gorgeous flowers around it, and it was a garden that had been devoted to the memory of children who passed on, and so it was a garden of remembrance, and somehow the idea of that and this piece of music was being developed at the same time, and Joe suggested the odd phrase I might use, and it's a kind of organic process. Just to let you know, if anyone tries to play that piece on guitar, they would find it very difficult. I had to use several different tunings. Actually, I think maybe it was one tuning, but with the capo, having to move it around, you know. I might have used two different tunings, a kind of G tuning, a G major and a G minor. And I moved around the capo because it would probably take 3 guitarists to play that piece, only a short piece. So we used it as a kind of, a little bit like an epilogue, just a final kind of statement, something tranquil. And I think it's a gorgeous melody. Really, the biggest influence, I think, was Chopin. Some of the piano pieces that he played were very gentle and very slow, and it's as if they weren't based on technique. There were some pieces that he wrote that were really just the beauty of the melody, and so I was trying to channel him on this piece. And Roger, I did it, and I said, you know what, I think it would be better with strings. So Roger said, well, yeah, I can put some strings to it. And he did, and he came up with this beautiful, beautiful, sympathetic string arrangement around it that sounds absolutely real. And then it was done. This is it.
Surrender of Silence is the brand new album from Steve Hackett. Go to hackettsongs.com for information on that. It's a great record. And information on the new tour, which is called Seconds Out, which is named after, of course, the double live album from Genesis. He was still in the band back then. Make sure you comment on our video, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos, and buy a t-shirt. Help support our channel. There's all kinds of different designs for all of our channels. Check them out. Link in the description of this video. I'm John Beaudin. This is Rock History Music.